Yo, what's good? It's Rich, and you're here on Trilogy Sports, and it's about that time of the year. Thanksgiving, turkey, stuffing, dressing, you name it, it's all here. But gotta talk about NFL. Kind of like the half-season report card, if you will. We're gonna talk about the half mark of the season, and are we enjoying the season? Are we not enjoying the season? Surprises, things like that. And it's been crazy all season. It's been really crazy. I think in a previous video, or maybe I was just talking to someone, I was talking about all the crazy things off the field that happened, particularly with the Raiders, man. The Raiders is like a magnet for all kind of breaking news, starting with John Gruden Gate, email gate, or whatever you want to call it. Then hearing Ruggs, that tragedy that led to him being released. And then, their up and down season when it comes to dealing with that and their product on the field. And just in general, the AFC, just, I don't want to say how bad they are, but, every team looks beatable. I'm thinking Buffalo's going to run away with this entire conference, and they look beatable. Then you got Kansas City, who everybody thought at the beginning of the season was going to just, zoom past all the competition because AFC looked kind of weak on paper anyway. And, the Patrick Mahomes said, hold my beer, or hold my interception, whichever one you want. He's having a hard time trying to make plays and, things like that. And Kansas City got to get on track. But the NFC looking pretty good. When Aaron Rodgers comes back, Green Bay is going to be a player. Of course, Tampa Tom, he's there. Tampa's looking good, but Arizona, I'm not sold on Arizona. I'm sorry. And they're a very good team. I feel like they're going to have the best record in the NFL. Going to win in one playoff game because they're going to probably, get that first round bye, or then they play the first round and they're going to get an easier team, a lower seeded team. Going to probably win that game, and then they're going to run into a Green Bay. They're going to run into Tampa. They're going to run into Dallas. I don't know. I don't think I trust Arizona to beat those teams yet. I don't think I can trust them. If Minnesota got into the playoffs, can Arizona beat Minnesota? Sure, absolutely. Can Minnesota beat Arizona? Sure, absolutely. I think Green Bay's gonna be there at the end of the day. San Francisco. I don't know, man. Kyle Shanahan got some explaining to do, Well, I'm going to talk about some of the disappointing teams of 2021 in a different video. We're going to really dissect these disappointing teams. Teams like Miami, San Francisco, Seattle. I thought they would have a much better record than they would have, but, Then you have the LA Rams. They got completely stomped on Sunday Night Football. Where do they stand? But I think they'll be okay, in all honesty. I think Green Bay, I think the Rams, of course. I think Tampa, perhaps Dallas. Perhaps Dallas, I don't know. Perhaps Dallas will kind of be in the discussion. I think Minnesota is a good team. I think they can win in a game, and I think they can lose in a game, So we'll see with them. Then on the AFC side, you got Baltimore, who's playing, pretty good now. They had some games this season to where they had to kind of figure out their groove, And then they hung tough with the Lions, barely won that game with a field goal. So they've had some games this season to where it's like, they're looking to win. And then you have a statement game like when they play a good team like Minnesota this Sunday, and both teams are going back and forth and they're able to pull it out. That's the NFL. And I think Baltimore is gonna be there. I don't know. They still have enough to really surpass a team like Buffalo, a team like Tennessee. Tennessee's quietly looking like the best team in football. Quietly, and if they had Derrick Henry, it wouldn't be a quietly. It would be a very loudly the best team in football. I would give it to Tennessee. But with Derrick Henry kind of out, and maybe there's a lingering chance that he can come back. But even with AP, and of course AP needs time to kind of work into the Tennessee offense. But Tennessee, yeah, they're playing. And I know they lost to the Jets a few weeks ago. Fair enough. Had a bad week. But when they play committed defense, when they're able to run the ball, and when they're able to take their shots with A.J. Brown, Julio, and the like, they are one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL. They can beat anybody. They can beat your Kansas Cities. They can beat your Buffalo Bills. Flip it. I think they can go, all things considered, and beat your Green Bays. They already beat the Rams, with the formula of playing good defense, getting turnovers, and getting points off turnovers. They're playing fundamentally sound football right now, and they're a very good football team. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the Super Bowl. Like, with Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry is such an X factor. If he was still playing, and maybe he'll, in some outside chance, that 1% chance, he'll be able to kind of sneak his way into the lineup come playoff time. But I don't suspect that he probably will. He might be out for the season. But this team can continue to run the ball with AP, because Adrian Peterson still got a little bit of juice. As you seen Sunday, he still kind of need to find his rhythm with the blocking scheme, which is fair for a running back that was just signed a few days prior to. But once he kind of gets gelling with that running scheme, with that blocking scheme, when you start seeing what hole's going to be open, and he gives you a little bit of juice, Tennessee's they're going to be a gamer. I'm not sold on Arizona. I'm not sold on the Rams. I'm not. We need to see Von Miller in a Rams uniform and see how he works with that defense and see what he adds to the defense. If Von Miller goes in there and acts buck wild crazy and adds a even more insane element to that pass rush, all right, I'll move LA to the front of the line. But right now, can't quite do that. Not right now. So that's pretty much it.